Yajjatat karmano anyatra loko yam karma bandhana. The world is bound by action unless that action is performed as a sacrifice. This is Krishna's revelation in chapter 3, verse 9 of the Bhagavad Gita. But what does sacrifice mean to you today? To the student burning the midnight oil, to the professional answering one more email on a Sunday. If you feel drained, exhausted, and deeply weary at the core of your effort, the Gita whispers a radical truth. You are not tired of work. You are tired of the weight you've attached to it. Have you ever sat at your desk, your to-do list complete, and felt empty? You got the grade, closed the deal, finished the project, but instead of fulfillment, there's just a quiet void, or worse, a simmering resentment. Is this all there is? This is the modern face of an ancient crisis. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the warrior Arjuna didn't just lay down his bow from fear. He laid it down from fatigue, the fatigue of a life lived transactionally. What do I gain from this war, Krishna? He asks. Only suffering and sin. His is the original burnout, and Krishna's answer is not to rest, but to refuel. Not with caffeine, but with consciousness. He says the fuel you're using is wrong. You're running on the crude oil of I, me, mine, and it's poisoning your spirit. Let's switch to a renewable energy source. So what is this yajna? We hear sacrifice and think of loss, of giving something up. But in the Gita's genius, yajna is not about loss. It's about transformation through contribution. Picture a traditional fire ritual. You take clarified butter, grains, valuable sustenance, and you offer it into the sacred fire. Physically, it's consumed. But spiritually, it's transformed into an offering that nourishes the cosmos, which in turn nourishes you. The act is freed from the sticky, binding thought of my butter, my grain, my loss. Krishna tells Arjuna, apply this to every action. Your study, your code, your art, your report. Offer it into the fire of awareness. See it not as a transaction. I do this to get that grade, that promotion, that validation, but as your unique contribution to the great tapestry of life. This is the alchemy that frees action from its karmic bondage. Bondage isn't some mystical punishment. It's the psychological prison of anxiety, burnout, and exhaustion that comes from being chained to results. When your energy is tied to an outcome you cannot fully control, you're like a lamp powered by a dying battery. Yajna plugs you into the grid. Think of your mind as a river. When it flows with the thought, I am the doer, I must get this specific result, it dams itself with boulders of expectation, fear, and frustration. The water stagnates. That's burnout. But when it flows with the thought, I am an instrument, let this work flow through me for a purpose greater than myself, it finds its clear, powerful, and effortless course to the ocean. How do you, sitting in your room with your laptop and your deadlines, practice this? Let's build a 3-step bridge from Krishna's chariot to your workstation. Step 1. The dedication protocol. The for the benefit of all mantra. Before you begin any significant task, pause for 10 seconds, close your eyes, place your hand on your heart or your workstation. Silently dedicate the next period of work. Say, I offer this effort for the benefit of all. May the skill I build here serve others. May the knowledge I gain make me more compassionate. May this work be my offering. For a student, may mastering this calculus help me one day build safer bridges. For a developer, may this clean code make someone's daily life a little smoother. You are not just writing a paper, you are performing a yajna of knowledge. Step 2. Reframe the why. from extraction to contribution. Every time you feel the dread rising, I have to do this, intercept it. Ask yourself, how can this task be an act of service? Compiling a boring report? Frame it as, I'm creating clarity for my team. Studying a dense textbook? I am disciplining my mind so it can be a sharper tool for good in the future. You are not just checking a box, you are placing a brick in a temple whose architecture is your life's purpose. This shift from a draining have to an energizing get to is seismic. Step 3. The ritual of completion. Releasing the arrow. When you finish, consciously let it go. Take a deep breath and say, the work is offered. The results are not mine to command. This is not passivity. This is the supreme empowerment of having done your part with full integrity. Then releasing the anxiety. You shot the arrow with all your skill. Now, you allow it to fly. This severs the toxic mental link between effort and agonizing over outcome, the very link that causes burnout. This is the Gita's ultimate productivity hack. Work that is offered energizes. Work that is hoarded exhausts. Tonight, as you end your day, ask yourself not, what did I achieve, but what did I offer? Where did you act as a transaction, and where did you act as a contribution? That gap is where your freedom lies. The fatigue you feel is not a sign to stop working. It is a sign to start working differently, to stop being a beggar at the door of results, and to become a gardener, tending your patch of the universe with love, knowing the sun and rain will come in their own time. Your work is not your worth. Your work is your worship. If this reframe brought you a moment of peace, a sense of lighter purpose, type Yajna in the comments below. Let's create a community dedicated to purposeful work. And remember, as a final affirmation from the Gita's heart, you have a right to your actions alone, never to their fruits. Let not the fruit of action be your motive, nor let your attachment be to inaction. 2.47. Perform your yajna, offer your effort, and watch as the universe conspires to refuel you from a source that never ever runs dry. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.